Hey everyone, my name is Megan. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about YouTube and some of the pet peeves of mine on YouTube. I consider myself like a full-time 100% viewer, meaning I watch videos like all the time constantly, rather than like a creator. I do make videos like these, but it's not like a full-time thing. So this is just going to be my thoughts as a viewer and some of the things that kind of bother me as being a viewer. So as a viewer, my opinion should be like witnessing and watching whatever they want, and that's 100% true. No, but there's also got to be some rhyme or reason why you're not watching the videos that creators are specifically putting out for viewers. So I thought it'd be interesting to go over some of the pet peeves that bother me and that might bother other people as well, just to give creators like an idea that it's not really working out for them or for the viewers. So long story short, I'm just going to talk about my pet peeves. So number one, this bothers me like a bunch, is when people use ridiculously like, what's the word? Exaggerating titles, where they'll go to the extreme to making the title just out of control, I guess. Like, I almost died. This happened. Just dramatic things that are really unnecessary, and it doesn't really relevant to the video. So I don't know, that just kind of irritates me, how the title is 90% not really related to the video. In some cases it is, but just the ones that I see the thumbnails for and the titles for, I'm like, oh, that really doesn't really match up well, or you just kind of know that they're trying way too hard. So I don't know, that's a whole different thing. To go along with that is when they do the dramatic thumbnails along with the dramatic titles. Just kind of, yes, it grabs your attention, but it just means you're trying way too hard just for a view or a subscriber. It's just a little fake, in my opinion, where people have to try it that hard to get people to watch your video is kind of sad. And you shouldn't have that mindset of having to create like this crazy dramatic thumbnail and title to get people's attention. It should be just out of because people want to watch, not because, oh, if I do something this crazy, then people are gonna watch. It's just kind of, something's missing there. So I don't know. Another thing that bothers me is a lot of videos I see have like their introduction, their intro, whatever, and then they say subscribe. And if I'm a viewer watching a video for the very first time, I don't want to feel like I need to subscribe to something I haven't seen. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense to have somebody completely new subscribe to that person's channel. I get you want promotion for your channel, yada yada yada, but in my opinion, as a viewer, as like a new viewer, I don't really want to be intimidated to subscribe to something, again, I haven't seen. So a lot of people have been doing that, like where they'll say subscribe to my channel, and then it's taking it way too far, and it's like so unnecessary. Like, is that really what you want? Like, that's what you want your channel to be like? Is that you just want subscribers? To me, that just seems like you're subscriber hungry. You just want all the subscribers to have a big fan base, and then that's it. Whereas how I want to see it is me watching a video, and if you like it, subscribe. And viewers shouldn't have to feel like they're being intimidated to like a video or subscribe to a video. It should be up to the viewer and not the creator to intimidate and pester the viewer. It doesn't really make sense. It just seems rude to be doing that, and it just makes the creator look so self-centered and selfish to be saying that and to be doing that. Another thing that I've seen in videos where I like look up like whatever, like how to cook cookies, whatever it could be, and I go to click on it and then it ends up being a whole irrelevant long vlog. So I'm seeing this pointless vlog, and then I get to the last 10 minutes of the video and then I finally see how to make cookies, whatever. And that's just, to me, I get it. They want to throw a vlog in there and that's cool, I guess, but it just doesn't make sense to have the viewer watch this nonsense vlog that's completely irrelevant to the title and then watch like the 10-minute part of the vlog you want to see. So in my mind, it just doesn't make sense to go through all that trouble just to like put all that extra content in there when it's not even necessary. Another thing I've been seeing is sponsored videos. Yeah, I get it, people do sponsored videos like all the time, and I can kind of pick up like, oh, it's a sponsored video, and just by the way they're acting, it's completely different than themselves in a way. They're making themselves sound more happier. Obviously, for a brand, you're gonna want to act different for promotion of that product, whatever. And I don't know, it's just, as a viewer, it just seems a little too much and a little too fake. Those two things in my mind just don't really go together well. Some people do it so well, like we're okay, I got my attention and I'm locked in. And there's other videos where they'll be doing like a random video and then all of a sudden there's a sponsor video included in that video, and you see this whole different side of this other person. So I don't know, it's just, they're different. It makes, I guess, the viewer feel like, sound dumb, I guess, because just the way that the creator is talking kind of makes the viewer sound kind of dumb because they don't know what things are, when in reality, I mean, we live in this world too. We should know about these things, and if we don't, people shouldn't have to be so fake about it. Yeah. The next thing that bothers me is when people still carry on these ridiculously dumb trends. So I know there's a whole slime trends, fidget spinner trends, whatever else there was, I don't even know. But there are still people carrying on that same trend. To this day, like, I get it, you want to like be a part of the trend, but people take it way too far where they'll do it so many different times that just makes it seem so old. Like, they'll try to change it up a little bit. Like, if it's a slime video, to be honest, I haven't even watched one of those slime videos before. I heard about it and I was over it. There are still people on there who are still striving to make better slime videos. In my mind, that just seems really pointless because it's over. Come up with something new. Honestly, it sounds kind of lazy if you're still trying to come up with crazy new inventions of slime or whatever else. So, I don't know. Those just so many fake videos that just don't grab my attention like they should or they're intended to. And this other thing is when people are introducing their channel, yada yada yada, and then they, if I'm like clicking on like a routine video and they say, as you can tell by the title, I'm doing this today. And to me, as the viewer, I'm like, what did you just say? Like, obviously I can read, but just the way they say it sounds so inconsiderate and so rude that it makes the viewer sound dumb and kind of like, I don't even know, like it's just rude and inconsiderate, like I just said, and it shouldn't be like that. Sometimes I feel like the creators are it's like a whole big competition where all creators are trying to get as many subscribers as they can, as many views as they can, and that does exist. I know there's different channels who compete against each other, winning over subscribers, yada yada yada, and it's out of control. And if you really think about it, it's super selfish and just not something like the viewer should have to choose over. I don't know what I'm saying at this point, to be honest, but that is all I want to talk about for my pet peeves on YouTube. Of course, YouTube is a great website. I love it. I watch videos every day on it, obviously. And I just need to say these things just because I think it's important for other people, and especially creators, to pick up on this stuff, that people aren't really getting the same idea as them when they do create these thumbnails and titles and content. To me, it should be just being you and being real. That is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, thanks, and I will see my friends in my next video. Bye.